Another solid day copy trading 5 Apex accounts. We went 3 for 3 plus 463 per account for a total of $2,300 on the day. Now we've earned these results using nqsignals.com. Right now it is free for you to go ahead and try along with me. But every 60 seconds, ChatGPT gives us a signal, long or short. Then it gives us a confidence score, which is how likely it believes that price will actually go in that direction. So as an example, here's a weak signal at 67%. Here's another week long signal at 40%. We would avoid these, but we would take the signals that are 75%, 70% that are labeled strong. We would take shorts following those signals because ChatGPT believes those are going to give us the best chance at having success. Now, I'm not the only one having success with these signals. Gabe took 13 trades, 85% win rate, plus $1,000. Andrew is up 50 points on the day. Larry's up $483. And Caliper Home Inspections, I don't know his first name, is 7 for 7 on the day as well using these signals. And those are just from this morning's live stream. There are many more results being had by traders just like you using these signals. So go to nqsignals.com, join for free, join the community, and start taking AI-powered trades every 60 seconds. Okay, a sell signal right here. We'll take that. Nice. Okay, we're up $100 across our accounts. Nice. Quick trade there. And this one might be another example of that. So quick trade right there. Little $100. And this candle might go green. But as we look at it, so here's the open. It moved down 14 points for us. And then so far it's moved up 5 and maybe going up a little bit higher. And so this sell signal technically is correct until this candle goes up to, how many was that? What did I say, 15? 15? It's like right here. If that candle goes to 15 and beyond, then we'd mark this incorrect. But technically that's a good signal. We'd want to be in that signal. Okay, I got two sells. I got a sell and a long. So I'm gonna wait and be patient here. I really don't mind what I'm seeing right now. I just want to see kind of what price ends up doing. Kyle, what's good? Whoa, L. Tyson. Ew. Top right back signal line. L. Tyson, I don't know which. I actually don't know what you mean. What do you mean? You know what I want is the clock next to latest signals. I gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. Okay. Um, Noted. Actually, hold on. Let me look at this signal here. Let's grade it together. So, okay, this is a tough one. Down 10, up. So the long is right, the sell is wrong. L. Tyson, I can probably go ahead and get that adjusted. Perfect. All right. Well, that sell signal, our long signal is going to be bad. So we're really chopping here. So really, we have kind of like this here, and then we have Larry. We can get that adjusted, and we have that there. So ATR is pretty much coming out down off a cliff. 22, not a whole lot shaking right now. Larry, we can get that adjusted for sure. So that'll probably be adjusted later today, tomorrow. We'll get you going. So thank you for recommending that. Kyle, thank you for backing that up. We can get that fixed and adjusted for you. So this is why I really wanted to make sure that we did this and launch it for free so that we have a sell signal here. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to take anything inside of this little range. We're either going to break up towards VWAP or we're going to break back down towards this recent low, but I'm not going to take a trade inside of this. That's why I wanted to release this for free is to make sure that we are able to basically get as much feedback as we possibly can. So all right. I don't know, Kyle. That's a bit of a stretch for me. I don't like the sound. I don't think that it makes any sense to have a sound. What is coming though in the future, it'll probably be something we get rolled out next week, is we'll have the Slack channel, of course, but what we'll have is a channel where only the best signals come through. And so we'll be able to, it's a bad signal, bad signal. All right, so I'll do that in a second. Here is another example of like a bad signal. So we open here, we roll up 20 points, and then we push back down and close red, -3. Bad signal, because a long would have been a much better trade. Now this is a much better short than long, so we wait there. But this is why I don't want to trade this range just right now. We're gonna wait a little bit. I don't like the sound thing. I think it's a little bit too much because it literally is every minute. So if we have the clock, we shouldn't necessarily need that. Um, and it'll be 2 dings technically every 2 minutes. So that'd be a lot. We will have a Slack channel, or I think it can be a Slack channel, but my head is Discord right now. But I guess it could be Slack, where it'll just give signals, and you'll be able to only get like the strongest signal. So you'd have gotten a ding for 75%, and you can turn on your notifications for Slack if you want to. So I got myself a strong signal here. I'm gonna take this one here. See if we can get lower than that bottom right there. There it is. All right, we're up 121. Okay, so let's go 40, which is 8 micros, and we'll start to just we'll start getting to the full minis here in a second. Looks like had a chance to get on that one. But yeah, so we will get a separate channel for only the strongest signal. So you'd have gotten a ding for this one too. And then you can turn on your notifications for that. I don't think I want the site to have a bunch of dings and whistles and whatnot. Because honestly, that's not my thing. New signal here in about 3 seconds. Okay, waiting for the signal to come through. Waiting, 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 still waiting. I mean, it's kind of good that hasn't come through yet because it's kind of pulling back on us. I would have assumed a nice sell, but I would really like to see. Why are we so late on this one? Doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. Enough to bother me. Here's a good example. So if we were to get a sell signal here, so far this thing would be wrong until it ran here, basically. It needs to run down here, and then it would be a good signal. So that's annoying. But it would have saved you a little bit, unless you got it up here. But whatever. Okay. I have a strong sell and a possible reversal here. I honestly, I was gonna say I like the short right here, but I get why. And let's just see kind of what price wants to do at this level here, 19 or 18,546. Let's just see if we can hold there or not. So technically, this is a good signal either way. The downward move was much better than the upward move, but we are holding here. A lot of times when we have choppiness like this, what we want to do is basically just wait for price to break out of a range. If we can do that, I think that'll help a lot of you guys take much better signals. And so the range I'm looking at is basically like right in here. We have this upper wick in here, this bottom wick right there. Doesn't make a lot of sense to take any trades in here if we're just going to have price consolidate within 30 points essentially. And the ATR is dropping rapidly. So we can go ahead and be a little more cautious because if we do get a move, it'll look like this. We can take a long up here, which we didn't really get any signals of. Or we can take a short into something like this. The opposite took a short off of one of these two. I don't remember exactly which one it was. But it's like once we have a bottom, like once we have price basically not closing lower, then it's a good time for us to put a line there and just say, wait for price to break out, wait for a signal to match up, and we're good. This is technically still a good signal. Okay. I have to create the account. Okay. Okay. Strong sell. Both of these are wrong so far. Oh, wait. I need to see price move how much. 7 there. 8 or 6 here. We're going to have to go to 1 full mini here. And so that'll just be 5. 5 minis. Or 5, yeah, 5 minis. Okay, looks like price is breaking through. Nice. Okay. Not a lot of movement though. 8 points. Not a ton. So far this is correct, but not a ton. Still holding that level pretty strong. Okay. This is a bad signal technically. Okay. This is a good one. This is a bad one. Nice little bouncing in here. So let's make this our bottom. And then this, I guess, up here could be our top. So we'll let this kind of play itself out. That's 40 points. That's nice. ATR found it bottom at like 20. It's good. Okay. Got some news here. Let's see what we got. What's going on here? Any news worthy of looking at? So I don't see anything on financial juice. Pal speaks at 12:30. We won't be around for that. So we'll just kind of wait. Noah, appreciate you, my friend. Well, that certainly isn't the right call, now is it? Okay, so we have price basically back inside this range. We'll see what this candle does. If we get a confident long signal, I'd be okay trying to take this another 20 points up and seeing if we could capture that move. Right now we're up 121 bucks across 5 accounts, so we're up just over $600 right now. I'd be cool with that if we got a nice push here. Okay. Week. Okay, so kind of saving me here from a bad decision potentially. So nothing to trade right now. Okay. Looks like you're right and you're wrong. Let's see what we want to do at this 18,600 level, which is basically right here. I'll add another line just to make it clear. Let's see. Yes, Kevin, you are welcome, my friend. sometimes what happens with the site, I could show you guys, but I don't want to like leak everybody's email. Is I can go in. So if you're having login issues, if you or maybe you refer a friend and they want to sign up and they're having like issues where they can't or they don't receive the verification email, just shoot me a message. I can go in and like activate your account without you having to receive the verification message. I can do that. So you just have to let me know if you need something like that. All right, so good long signal there. This was looking like a decent long signal as well, but we're not really going anywhere. But yeah, so there were I think I had to activate like 4 or 5 accounts this morning. So there were a few people who had their status essentially pending. And to be honest with you, I had the same verification issue. It like wasn't showing up in my email at all. So I was like, all right, I gotta get this fixed. So that'll be a bug that we work through, but I can override that or set up an account for somebody as long as they go and set up themselves first. So yeah, if you have any issues, just let me know. But yes, Kevin, you are welcome. Hopefully, so far so good. If we continue to range within this, it's going to be really annoying. I'm hoping that we break out, maybe test VWAP here a little bit, but not a whole lot's going on right now. So we're almost down about 2%. Let's look at the overall markets here. My 10-year is up, boo. My 1 year's down big, which is nice. I've got 2 week long signals here, so we'll wait on that. All right. Okay. Okay, those are good. All right, we're breaking out of that 600 range, or breaking past it at least. Let's see if we can hold that. What else is down big? AMD is down big. DocuSign's up barely. Crude oil's back up. We really don't want crude oil to be below $60 a barrel. That's good for gas prices, but bad for the economy. Kind of signals a recession potentially. So we don't necessarily want that. All right, let's see if we get ourselves a decent long signal here that we can take and run with here. Okay. Long. Okay. Hovering at my open. There we go. What? There we go. Wow. Holy cow. That was awesome. That was sweet. Good stuff there. All right, let's look at the damage we just did there. We are now up 463. Really nice. Again, now we're copy trading. We basically ran, that was awesome. So we basically jumped in this candle right around here and then ran all the way up to VWAP, touched, and then we were able to have our trail get hit and we were out. That's awesome trading right there. This is technically a bad signal. That is awesome trading. So we're up 463. Let me mark these accounts now. All right, across 5 accounts or something like that. That's the 36 account. My 37 account is up 463 as well. My 38 account is up same. Copy trader a lot better today. 39 account is up 463 as well. And then my 40 account is up another 463. Good. Okay, I don't know what 463 is off the top of my head. I know it's almost 2,500 bucks, but we're just shy of that. 463. I'll do the mental math first. 463 times 5. 4 times 5 is going to be 2,000. 4 times 6 is 24. Right, so it's like 2,400 bucks. Uh, 24 bucks, 2,300 bucks. I don't know what I was thinking. Good stuff there.